What just happened? Just people throw a double kink. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Ninja Review. I'm injured this week, and this series has hit a little bit of a speed bump. I'll discuss that at the end of the video. Today we are reviewing Trey Montgomery, Trae the Tank. He doesn't know we are reviewing this, so it won't be so much criticism as much as reaction. I met this kid probably almost a year ago at a skate convention, and I followed him on Instagram, and I saw he came out with some good parts. So let's check them out today. Rewind and play. This one's called A Couple Heavy Weekends. Back grind. This is the trick that he does the most. Eating shit right off the bat. Front lip shove. Are we gonna get little kid steez? That's always what we want to avoid. So far, landing bolts on everything. Skating big obstacles. Blunt slide, I saw in the other thumbnail, he had a helmet on. So either this is more recent, or maybe he's not going for as difficult tricks. Also, the quality here seems a little bit weird. I think this might even be 30 frames when it was most likely, wow, the smallest rail I've ever seen. This was most likely filmed in 60 frames. He's got the balance. He's locked the trucks in the correct way on the heel side. Board slide down, shove it out. No tic-tacs. You love to see it rolling down the hill. Is this a waste of my time? I feel like some smaller kids, they get good at one of two things. Either gigantic rails, or they get good at like mini ramps or bowls or something like that. This guy, I haven't seen any annoying like little kid skate park footage. So already he's a step ahead of all the competitors. Looks like school just got out. He took the day off. Is there a handrail coming up? Usually with all these people, you would think there'd be a problem. Oh, a little jump right there. Nothing to write home about. Back grind across. Filmer got a little shaky. Push 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Ollie's over into the grass. Filmer really dropped the ball there. Going around town. Blunt stall jumping out with the air foot. Although it might not have been the air foot because I watched him feeble a handrail and purposely do like an ollie north when I saw him at that contest. Did I just watch this? Is this another angle? Skating through the forest, I guess. Is that it? How many hills do you have to ride down for me to stop caring? Back lip down, signature. What do we get here? Grind across, board slide down. Nice. Look creative. Eating shit like the big boys. You can't skate the big rails unless you're gonna eat shit like the big boys. Grind across and down. 180's out. Couple of tic-tacs, no big deal. And that was that. Let's go to this part, which as you'll notice, there's a helmet. Although you'll also notice this rail is way gnarlier than anything we saw in the previous video. Rewind and play. Starting off. Driving. 11 years old. By the way, this video is called Part 2022. Driving around, smacking himself in the face, eating shit. Oh, wow. Did the splits. Something about kids, they're like little springs, right? The harder they smash into the ground, the faster they just bounce right up. Heel flip down with the helmet. Not a big fan of the helmet, but you got to remember, this guy's 11 years old. So it's not really that big of a deal. Imagine being Josh Katz in his 30s skating with a helmet. Now you have a problem. Unless you're skating like a pool or a big bowl or something like that. So the little kid, we'll give him the little kid break today. Although I would like to see something switch or something nollie. Then again, I said this is just reaction. This is just my commentary. We're not here to correct him because he didn't submit this footage to me. When you guys submit the footage to me, I can give you guys my full opinion on what I think you did wrong. But I feel like it's in bad faith for me to like pick this guy apart considering he didn't even ask me to. Which is kind of why I get annoyed at you guys like, well, your video part sucks. It's like, well, I didn't submit it to you, motherfucker. And I didn't edit it. And I didn't film it. And there was no one like me to tell me what not to do. Tray flip? No, not a tray flip. You're wrong again. Not psychic today. What are we doing here? A rail? Against the wall. Never skated a rail like that. I was always terrified my foot would get caught in there and my knee would break in half. Board slide across and down. We're getting some nice blunt slides in this one. which you don't see that often from little guys. I thought I might get a heel flip over that rail. I would have lost my mind. Okay, got the flat ground tricks. I know you got the heel flip. I know you got the kick flip. Look at this weird rail. Okay, starting off slow. Right here we get a little kid push. I hope that heel flip lasts his whole career. Do you guys ever go through these, or do you remember in the past you go through a phase where you're like, oh, I'm really good at hard flips, and I was really good at hard flips for 5 years, and then a couple years goes by and you just never do one again? I don't know if it's getting burnt out on a trick or if it's just people changing. Grabbing the skateboard, no one's a fan of that. No one's ever done a shove it tail grab and someone in the crowd went, wow, that's amazing, unless they didn't skate. That's the type of trick like your mom tells you you're good. Like, wow, that was really impressive, little Timmy. You grabbed it with your hands and moved it around. No, Mom, it's not impressive. Grind down into the Smith. Really getting risky. Same rail as before, shoving out. And the front blunt, this is awesome. Again, I would love to see a little bit more variety, but what? And the back tail holds onto it, doesn't come out fakey. He's really going big. I wonder if he's ever been badly hurt, because some of these spots are massive. What, like 5-0 off the side? Salad, I guess we could call it. This is awesome. Really, like, okay, little kids all do the same tricks all the time. It's all back Smiths and shit. When you see this guy, the variety of tricks he's able to do. What just happened? Just people through a double kink. Wow. Big handrails. Also, a lot of the times you see like, oh, these small guys. I make this excuse all the time. Some guys that can jump high, I always used to say they have an easier time with handrails. But then you look at this guy, probably can barely ollie over like 3 stacked decks, and he's jumping on these massive handrails. So at this point, for you guys who can't jump high and aren't doing big handrails, there's no excuse. I mean, if you're able-bodied, you know, I have 23 years of injuries. So don't use that back against me. Tail slide down, fakey, nice steez there with the squat. This really amazed me. I already saw it earlier looking for the thumbnail. He crooked all the way down. So at first I was like crook bonk and then fall off. He went all the way down. That is really, really impressive. Let's see it again. I mean, you don't see that often enough. I love it. You know, this is a la Nija. Who else is crooking through kinks? I don't know. Who filmed and edited it? Mike. Big tricks here. It's no surprise that they call him Trae the Tank. His social media and a link to both of these videos will be in the description below. I saw him at that contest. I knew he was good. I haven't seen either of these video parts, and I am really impressed because oftentimes it's the opposite. You see somebody skate really good at a park or skate really good at a park contest or maybe a best trick contest, and then you see their footage and you go, oh wow, either like the filming's bad or their style's different. A lot of people don't translate the same style from street to park. This guy, I would say his street footage is even better than seeing him in real life. I mean, logically, that's how it should be. Your footage should be better, like the best stuff you have, but I've seen the opposite. That's what I was trying to say. I've seen the opposite. Anyways, definitely, what do we say? This part wasn't really a part. What was it? Maybe 7, maybe? Out of 10, the video was great. No variety. Filming was great. At no point did I want to turn it off. Again, I'm falling into the habit of going back into the review, but this part was truly impressive. Anyways, to update you guys on what's going on, Ninja Review, I always tell you guys to submit your video to me, which is not what happened here. For you to submit your video to me for regular Ninja Review, all you have to do is find me on Facebook or find me on Instagram, send me a message, make sure the video is HD, 16:9, and write this is for Ninja Review. Anyways, my Facebook messages are broken, and I'm hoping maybe they'll get fixed in a day or two. I didn't change anything. I didn't do anything. I click every message, even the ones that I've read last week, and it just displays a blank screen. So we're at a little bit of a standstill. I'm filming this on Monday. I don't know how this week's going to go. Maybe a cooking video. I still can't skate. So we got this. Talented skateboarder, super bright future, right? The sky's the limit. And maybe we'll get some nollie tricks one day. Maybe we'll get this guy skating switch. Let's cross our fingers. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed, because we upload several videos every single week right here on Ninja Lifestyle. Kuna Matata.
In the arms of a scooter, they can't spell or read. At the dark, cold skate park in everybody's way. Get the fuck